The area is known as Flash Flood Alley, the Guadalupe River. We had extreme rainfall rates, vulnerable terrain, and a holiday weekend. Now, the morning before the event, the area was hatched for a slight chance of getting flooding. But because this is tropical moisture can get out of hand quickly, and that's what we saw in this case. And at 3:35 in the afternoon, a flash flood watch was issued for rain totals of 1 to 3 inches, 5 to 7 possible. But it was more than that. So at 1:14 and at 3:19 in the morning, a flood warning was issued for a possible loss of life. However, at 4:03 in the morning, flash flood emergency was issued, and that's for a catastrophic loss of life. These are incredibly rare. But the big question is, at 1 o'clock in the morning and at 4 o'clock in the morning, were these warnings heard? Because here's what it looked like on the wide shot here. This is the radar, and when you look at this event, there's nothing too impressive when you just look at the wide shot. However, look at what's going on to the west of Kerrville. I've drawn in the Guadalupe River, an estimate of that. Look at from 1 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the morning, how you have torrential downpours, training storms, and for those 3 hours time, you had rain totals anywhere from 8, 9, 10 to 11 inches of rain. So it wasn't about rain totals, it was about rainfall rate. That all came down in 3 hours time, and the water had nowhere to go except for the river. And when you look at this and the wide shot here, it's incredible. This fell in the worst possible place. It could have been anywhere on this map and we'd be talking about a different kind of flood, but it fell in an area that was incredibly vulnerable. In fact, when everybody at this area along the Guadalupe River went to bed, and at midnight the flood stage was 7 feet, moving at 8 cubic feet per second. In 3 hours time, it was now at 29.5 feet, now moving at 120,000 cubic feet per second, and then the gauge broke and didn't go online until a day later. Here are the hard facts about this, forecasting extreme events. If there is a limit to predictability, in this case, there was a low chance to see something like this. It's happened in the past, and a high threat. Low chance, high threat. So the question is, how do we message, the National Weather Service, broadcast meteorologists, and emergency managers message a worst case scenario when the chance is so low, but in this case, the threat is so high? And that's a question that all of us are going to be looking back at.